Hey, welcome to Good Times with Alex and Ryan. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can have access to the number one podcast. And that is a fact, a Joe Exotic promise. Bam, bam, bam. Woo! My name's Ryan W. at Ryan W. Sprague. Alex?
You can follow me on Twitter at Vandollar15. And Ryan, you know what it says about not subscribing to our podcast in the Bible, right?
It's against it.
It's against it, boys and girls.
It's against it.
So if you want to be on the right side, you got to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Click that bell, baby.
Subscribe.
Dude, whenever you do that, you remind me of Emperor Palpatine when you're like, more power! Absolute. You must not have seen the YouTube episode. I did see it. I saw it.
I don't
yes.
It like went.
Yeah, you're like, what did you say? What is the quote? What do you say on that?
More power. I don't know.
He's like, I can feel the power. He's like, yeah. He just gets owned in that scene too. He's like all powerful, and then he just gets like tossed.
Mace Windu, he's like my favorite. He kicked his butt.
Oh, Mace Windu was like one of the most powerful Jedi. He totally got smoked because he wasn't expecting Anakin to turn. Yeah,
to be a little turd.
Yeah.
I am going to end this once and for all.
You can't. He must stand trial.
No. Oh man,
it's
when
what
Anakin,
Jedis do.
Yeah, when he turns and like goes and kills all the young Jedis, I was like, I hate this guy. First he made Natalie Portman cry, and now he's killing baby Jedis. I want to just jack this guy up.
Oh,
screw this guy. He deserves that lava.
That had to be pretty painful.
Stand aside, worthy adversary.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch? Your arm's off.
No, it isn't.
Well, what's that then?
I've heard worse.
Look, you stupid bastard, you've got no arms left.
Yes, I have.
Look!
Just a flesh wound.
Oh my gosh. Lava.
There's a meme going around about taking the high ground. I had the high ground.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Don't try it.
It's over, Luigi. I have the high ground.
You underestimate my power. Oh, yeah.
Don't try it.
Yeah. Oh, mamma mia.
Don't try it.
Ow! Hey!
Make my power. Don't try it.
You were like the chosen one, Scoob.
You underestimate my power. Don't try it.
Yeah, well, sorry about that.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. I'm going to chop your limbs off. He's like, nah!
He's like, I told you not to, but that's what you get.
Obi Wan Kenobi didn't play the right. He played the slow game, which ultimately led to his death. I mean, he could have just ended Anakin right there and not had to die later on and have Luke show up. And there's a lot of plot holes. There's a lot of plot holes.
That's why I think Mace Windu was the best, because he's just like, I'm just going to take care of this right now.
Yeah, I'm dealing with this crap right now.
Can you imagine
Samuel L. Jackson style?
Yes, and can you imagine if he did? Emperor gone, done. Because Samuel L. Jackson had the oversight to say this. Let's just bend the rules a little bit here and take care of this guy.
I'm going to allow it. We're gonna jack this guy. We're just gonna eliminate the problem right now.
Yeah, exactly.
No sequels. Done. The universe is safe.
Because exactly.
We just cut out the middleman. We don't need all that crap.
Right. We don't need all this heroics. We're over. I took care of it, guys. Me. Done.
Dude. I wish that Samuel L. Jackson would have just taken care of the Clone Wars. And Phantom Menace, just nip those two in the bud. If I was rating Star Wars movies, those two were just the worst.
I liked so the middle three is the best by
obviously.
Far. Okay, the first three, well,
Phantom Menace.
But,
the whole time they're a courtroom.
I love the storyline. I love the arc of those three. It's pretty good to me. The last three, I hate.
I haven't even, and I'm embarrassed to say this because I love Star Wars. I have not seen the last two because of the most recent ones.
Yeah. When
they killed off, spoiler alert, if you like Star Wars, stop listening right now. When they kill off Han Solo, I was like, all right, I'm done.
Dude, he added such a good dynamic. What they did in those middle three, you could have a lot of character development, and you're like, he's kind of the bad good dude, and then you could connect to him because they're a little different. But in this last one, they're all the same. Like, yeah, we're gonna fight, we're gonna do good, and we're gonna beat them. You're the best pilot. I'm the best soldier. Let's go. And they're all the same. There's no I'm like,
no shades of gray in the
yeah,
character.
Exactly.
Like your favorite guy, Khan.
He was probably all black.
I guess.
No, not really gray. But no, I like Mace Windu, so I.
Mace Windu was a stud. His robe was sick too. He wore that robe like a gangster. Kind of like flowing behind him. He's just like kind of gliding. Got a beautiful shaved bald head, looking like Michael Jordan of the Jedis.
Yeah.
All these damn snakes and all these damn Jedi.
Snakes. I did not see that one. Snakes
on a plane. Samuel L. Jackson has been a Jedi. He's been Nick Fury. He's been in Mr. Glass. He's been in so many franchises.
He was that guy that shot people in the what was that?
Which one? What are you talking about?
Oh, it was a Tarantino movie.
Oh, he was in Pulp Fiction.
I do love the taste of a good burger. You know what they call a quarter pound of cheese in France?
No.
Tell them, Vincent.
Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction. I only saw part of it. That's way too dark for me. I was
Pulp Fiction is definitely like.
I had to shut that thing off.
You'd have to go to Mass, Ryan.
Because Mass is for the Catholics.
But
okay,
whatever the version, whatever the Protestant version of Mass is, you're going to it.
Whatever it is, you know what the Bible says about Pulp Fiction.
It's against it. Sorry, Quentin Tarantino. Pulp Fiction is not Bible friendly. Apologize.
So let's see here. We're going to talk about.
Why do I have to be the one that gets famous? Why can't you come with me?
Well, we'll see. But I want to see you get famous.
Okay. I would be okay with that.
All right. So what was this tweet about that I read about you have certain goals? What about?
Yes. Okay, so I tweeted the other day. I was like, listen, what I'm going to do is I already work for a radio station for a major sports network. Not major, but it's like a local affiliate of one. But so I do that I'm a producer and a co-host for a radio show. But I also I find myself having to take part-time jobs to make ends meet, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to make my living from entertainment. I want to do the radio. I want to do the podcast with you. I would like to one day write maybe a script or something. I have this idea about writing a movie about my childhood, and there would probably be a character based on you in it. There's so many funny things that have happened, so many things that I think would be good, or at least I think would be funny and maybe relatable. It's time for me to like fully commit to professionally and physically to chase my dreams and my goals every day. And I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm just going to keep pounding on the door until I do it.
That's good. Because when we started this podcast,
Yeah.
I was talking to my wife about it. I'm like, hey, Diana, because I'm excited because I want to do a podcast and stuff, but I need someone to bounce off and I need someone entertaining. And I wasn't planning on doing anything because I'm like, well, that might not work. Well, then eventually, because I'm doing YouTube and stuff, you're like, hey, Ryan, let's do a YouTube together. I'm like, this is awesome. Right. This is what I wanted to do. I tell my wife and she's like, oh, Alex, he's kind of flaky, isn't he?
Oh, goodness. That's okay. Hey, Diana, that's totally fine. I earned that reputation in the past.
She can't hear you, but
no, it's fine. Just tell her it's fine.
He said it's fine. We're speaking the truth here.
Yeah, I earned that reputation.
He said he earned that reputation. So I kind of thought the same thing, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance because cool. And then I see you. Like it's surprise. It's a little bit surprising because you're like, I'm working out every day. You haven't stopped working out every day. And we've done this podcast and haven't missed one. It's been crazy because I was expecting, it might fizzle out. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's kind of cool that it keeps going and it's kind of growing.
Yeah. But I even helped secure the logo from Ethan, the creator of Axe Cop.
One day, the scene of the fire, the cop found the perfect axe. That was the day he became Axe Cop.
I will chop your heads off.
One of my good friends. So I definitely had a part in that. I actually do some editing too, so you don't have to edit everything now.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do like video and then audio.
No, so, we do everything 50-50 now. I'm even, and I really do appreciate you saying what you just said, because the only way anyone's ever going to know if you're for real or if you have changed or if you are a different person is by your fruits and what you do. So I can say one thing all day long, but if I don't show it in my actions, then it's just BS. Yeah. So I really appreciate that. I work hard every day. I really value our friendship. I do. I love you, Ryan. You're one of my good friends, and I have a lot of. Thank you. You're welcome, man. I have a lot of great memories, and I hope we have a lot of. I hope someday soon that we can do a podcast live.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. I don't know what that means. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
In the same room together, maybe once or twice.
We will. We'll get there eventually. Yeah.
Yeah. When the restrictions are lifted and stuff.
Yeah.
I just think that life is too short to not do something that you're passionate about or something that you care about or something you want to do, because otherwise you're going to work for somebody that you might not like. You're doing a job that you don't really like to do just because you want to get a paycheck.
That's hitting me hard right there. What you said.
Right. It's just, if you're not working towards something you want to do, then you're wasting your time. You're only on this earth for so long. And I don't think that we were put on this earth to be the slave to a system that says monetary value is the end all, and monetary things, possessions, that's not the end all be all. What matters is doing something that gives you pleasure, but not pleasure in the sense of like, oh, I want to go drink or I want to go have sex or whatever like that. Pleasure in the fact that you're actually doing something that you enjoy, and at the end of the day you did everything you could to express who you truly are inside. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you can somehow get paid by doing something that you enjoy doing, that truly is
gold.
The gold. It's the dream job. So by getting paid to do the radio, I know I don't get paid a lot, but I do get a paycheck and I do make a living from it. It blows my mind every time I get a paycheck from it. And you and I making what we made last week from merchandise sales from this podcast.
I noticed it sparked a fire.
It blew my mind. Yeah, it blew my mind. But I think people, as they get older, they tend to put what they want on the back burner. I think, I'm too old, or that doesn't make sense because I've got to feed my family, or I've got to feed myself. I've got all these bills. I've got all this stuff going on. You have to decide within yourself and for yourself that you're going to go after whatever you want to do, because in the end, you look yourself in the mirror every day. I'm not looking at you in the mirror, and you're not looking at me in the mirror. You need to be able to know that you gave everything you had before you die, or else what was the point?
Well, I think it works for some people, because when they go into careers and such, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to be really good at, and that's what they want to succeed at. Yeah, and that's great. It's great. I think some people, it doesn't work for them. What's really cool about today is we have like the internet, and if you want, you can do, whatever you want to do. You just got to know how to market it and get it out there, get a following. But with this internet, it's caused a lot of freedom for people to do what they want to do.
I think that if you're authentic and you don't try to sugarcoat stuff, and you don't try to portray yourself as something you're not, and you put in the work in anything you do, you're going to have good results. Well, so that's what I believe. I truly believe that.
So I don't necessarily subscribe to that fully.
That's fine.
Because, well, yeah, but we're friends. We can disagree.
Yeah, no,
or whatever.
Fine.
But
that's fine. You know what it says in the Bible about not agreeing with me?
What does it say, Alex?
Against it. Figure it out.
So there's there's formulas. So if you want to be big on YouTube and you want to grow really fast,
sure,
you would have to there's a formula for that. So you want attention. So attention is like a currency. You would have to go out there, and a lot of them, they do like crazy pranks or crazy, like, hey, I just bought there's this guy named Mr. Beast. He bought a dealership. He didn't buy the dealership, but he bought all the cars in the dealership and invited people to come over, or no, anyone who wanted to go buy a car, he gave it to them for free.
I bought every single car at a car dealership.
Can we afford this? I really don't know. Well, that's reassuring.
And hey, so we talked over the phone? The paperwork took forever. So these are the 12 cars. I just bought them. And now that I've spent over $100,000 on cars, I need to reprice them because they were way too expensive.
This car is $3, $7, $2. This car, we pay you $1,000 to buy.
Because, he had sponsorships and stuff, and big things like that will draw more people in. I think that as long as you're growing, even if you're growing slowly, as long as you're growing, you're getting a following. You don't have to grow fast, but there is a formula to grow faster. There's a formula to where, you just get a steady base. But they said the ones that the good thing to do is get a following of people who care, people that you interact with. Mm-hmm. That way you have, real people that care. It's not just someone who just subscribed and isn't following you anymore.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. So we got to just make sure we're there for our fans and people that are hearing us and all that.
Some of the people on Twitter that the exact thing you just talked about, like Paige, Deandra from Elm Street Radio, Josh, the 80 slasher librarian, Augie, who's actually a local guy from Eugene, Churchill High School guy. There's people, Lazy Lifters, Vinny and his buddy. There's people that I interact with on a daily basis through Twitter that have actually become friendly with me. That I would say, I wouldn't say like we're like super close or anything, but I would say that definitely our friend, and I think that we support them and they support us. So having a base of people that are creative and then support your creativity is a great thing.
Yeah, community.
Totally. Yes,
yeah.
That's the exact word.
Yeah, yeah. So you kind of want to do entertainment and such.
Yeah.
In this age, the biggest thing though, because you've got some talent, is you got to get some content out there. So what I would suggest is for your YouTube channel, because that's huge, is do some video of whatever you want to do, and keep going with it. And then we'll do like we're doing now. Like as you're doing it, you're gonna learn how to do things better. Because I'm finding right now through this thing that there's no way I could just read and like hit like tutorials and just know what to do.
Sure.
Like, there's no way I could do that. The only way I'm learning how to do things is through actually doing it.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. Like if someone tells me how to do something, they can tell me 100 times until I won't get it until I actually get to physically do it.
Yeah.
I'm totally like that.
Just like setting up the merch shop and all that.
Mm-hmm. But
yeah, you can find a theme like or what you like sports or whatever. I don't know if you signed something that you can't do that, but you would just put out a lot of content, and there's a formula for it. And a lot of it's just doing that, and then you'll get better and better at it.
I haven't signed any contracts or anything like that. No, I would say that when I first got started in radio, I was the fantasy sports expert. So that was like my little niche.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of started on Twitter. I still give out fantasy advice, but it's kind of morphed into toys. I love horror movies. I love that stuff. Bands, music, just everything that I enjoy, like comic books, baseball cards, just basically anything like that. I try to incorporate that into my daily life. And I think if I was going to start doing more videos that were like trying to get attention, because most of my videos are like shows that I had done on the radio station that I'll put on YouTube. Or stuff for our podcast. I'll do the fun size clips.
Which that's very good. That helps out a lot because I see other podcasters doing that too. They put out clips.
Yeah, little sneak peeks.
Yeah.
But I think that if I was gonna go down that road and like try to actually get eyeballs on me, I think one of the things that I'd have to do is like what I've been tossing around in my head. I would like to do like movie reviews. I'd like to do like book reviews. I'd like to do anything that would give me an opportunity to explore what I like, but also have a chance to use my personality in a way that I could be creative and funny. Because I've always been like this. Like I've always been like I'm almost like jumping rope when people talk because I'm waiting for my chance to like tell a joke. And sometimes that's good and bad, It's like
that's the thing though. When you use your natural who you are, you're never going to run out of content.
No. I mean, no. And that got me into a lot of trouble when I was younger, right? I couldn't shut up a lot of times because someone like a teacher or someone would say something, and I would have to make a comment. I would have to try to be funny, and I think it's so ironic that I get paid now to talk. I used to get in trouble for it. It's like, Alex, shut your mouth. The first time I ever got paid to do anything professionally was when I did stand-up for Andy Post, who bought one of our hoodies at his bar.
Awesome.
And he paid me not in money. I got paid in pizza coop money. So if I wanted to get pizza or wanted to get wings or chicken or beer or whatever, so I would do the show and then I would have money to like for a bar tab or something. So that was my first taste of a professional anything. So it was really interesting. I think it would be crazy to try stand up again because now that I'm sober, it would be interesting to do it sober and not intoxicated, but also do it where I'm not quite as dirty as I was. Like try to be funny without relying so much on F-bombs or just the lowbrow stuff. I would really like to try that.
You kind of do all that on your channel and find out kind of what works and keep going with it, and then eventually you'll fall into something. But
Dude, there was this video I saw where this guy opened this can of pasta, Spider-Man pasta, from 1995. It was like corroding on top. It was like Spider-Man SpaghettiOs or something. And he opened it on his YouTube channel, and it got like 1 million views because people wanted to see what was in it. Like, I mean, stuff like that, man.
Yeah, I mean, that helps. That helps you get attention, but those don't really help unless you have like something you're doing every week. Like twice a week.
No, he does a ton of stuff. Like I followed him on Twitter just because I just wanted to see what he was going to do next.
Yeah. The hardest thing though is like when you're by yourself. Well, for me, it's like how do I do this with just me? I don't have like a sounding board. I don't have all this. It's really for me. It's hard. Some people can do it, but like what I notice people doing if they're by themselves, they do, like you said, doing reviews, doing commentary on like YouTube videos. Actually, PewDiePie, he suggested once on a video, he's like, all you do is find out what's trending, go to it, and make a commentary.
When we talk sometimes on these podcasts, like I'll look up top 10 stories that are going on in the United States globally right now.
Yeah.
So I post it, and if I think it's interesting or if I think there's something that I could spin into a joke, like the Las Vegas mayor, it's like, well, I want to end social distancing. Well, how are you going to do that? Well, I don't run the casino. I just run the city. It's like, okay, well, that's a joke in itself. Like, what? Okay, sounds good. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have this elaborate plan. But if you find stuff like that, like I found it's easier to get content. And also just daily life stuff. I mean, think about it. You work in retail. There is. How many weirdos do you deal with in retail? I mean, I used to work at Safeway. That was one of my first jobs. I used to have people come in and be like, hey, I got this circular with the ad. You're out of this item. And I know full well there's nothing in the back. I know there's nothing in the back because we did all the ad stock. The earliest thing we did was we unloaded this pallet, right? Because it's in the circular. Yeah. I know we don't have any in the back, but I have to play the game. I got to go in the back and pretend like I'm looking, and I come back out and give a ring check. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
And then they get really – it is what it is. But
well, yeah.
Tell me some stories.
I'll tell you a story. It was yesterday or the day before. Yesterday. I'm over here. So we have these products. There's a – okay, let me see if there's a product here and a product here. The product here is $195. The product here is $4.95. The product the product is $195 is a stick. The product is $4.95 is a pack of sticks. Well, she comes and argues with me because she got a pack. There's a pack of sticks of 5 and a pack of sticks of 15. She comes and argues with me that this $4.95 pack, because they're both the same price, because I think one might have been a older pack that we continued from the last year. She argues with me that the lesser pack of 5, the one that's $4.95, could be $1.95. And then she argues with me, and I'm like, here, ma'am, here's the sticker. See how the numbers match. The numbers match. This is the actual price. This is what it should be. I understand that, but do you believe in logic?
You're like, no, I believe in science.
I don't know why you always have to be judging me. Because I only believe in science.
No, but I'm like, yes, I believe in logic. Well, then why would this big pack be the same as this other $4.95 pack? Why are they the same if this pack has more? I'm like, well, that's just the way they're priced. That's the price that they are. Well, and I'm like, ma'am, I can show you outside. No, I can show you outside with no. And then so she's like, do you believe in logic? Then she goes off and she goes, just a bunch of Trump supporters here.
Ooh, that's a blanket statement.
Well, yeah. Well, and considering that the cashier there had used that same statement.
Holy moly!
So people like to, I don't know, just it's like I'm not. Well, no, and I was like, well, I don't think that's not really what's going on here.
Like, you're like, well, first of all, I don't make the prices. I just whatever I'm told the price
Exactly.
of that is what I put the price on. Hey, this is completely off topic. I just got something from one of our followers.
Oh.
Apparently they said we had to talk about it. So apparently
Oh, so you got a comment.
Yeah, I did get a comment.
We do encourage comments. Keep them coming.
So this person said that we had to talk about this.
Oh boy.
The Tennessee. So they're having the NFL draft right now, but you can't be in the same building. So they're doing it like we're recording from Zoom right now. So the people getting drafted by the NFL teams are in their house, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Tennessee Titans, it flashed to the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. They were like, head coach Mike Vrabel is looking over his options or whatever. In the back, the bathroom door is open, and there's someone going to the bathroom. Number 2. You need to pull it up on your computer because I'll send it to you.
As there were the same discussions on picks or trades as any other year. But there was oldest son Tyler couldn't escape getting caught up in the scene.
You know, I know that there's some pictures going around. Tyler was not using the restroom. Tyler was sitting on a bar stool next to his mom, and as fate would have it, it came across as probably something other than.
You need to put a link. We need to put a link to that in this. Podcast.
Yeah, we will.
No, but it's like it's going viral right now. So there's this guy on the toilet, like ESPN, national TV, NFL draft. Guys going
thanks for the comment. That's funny.
That's his 15 seconds of fame.
That's terrible.
Horrible.
I did see another news on that where like it was a tweet. It said Jerry Jones will be doing the draft alone in his house. And
he said
everybody's like, do you think that's a terrible idea?
No, he said Jerry Jones specifically said he wanted his scouts to leave the room when the draft started because he's like Jerry Jones is historically known for making bad draft picks.
Yes. No, but it wasn't real.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Because it's like, Jerry Jones is just like, Jesus, take the wheel. I've got this draft today. I'll take care of this.
Dude, Jerry Jones, you watch the dynamic of him and his coach. It's terrible. So
what are you talking about? He just fired Jason Garrett.
He just got fired.
Gone.
It was horrible. I was watching it. Garrett, you can see he knows what to do, but he can't just do it because Jerry Jones is standing over him, looking at him like this.
Oh my gosh!
Watching his every move, like
helicopter mom.
Yeah, pretty much
right over him.
Like he can't. He had to politically go between what he knew to do and what he knew Jerry would. You could see it, the dynamic. There's actually a show on Amazon, and you could pick that stuff up.
Well, Ryan, it's got to be hard to coach when you've got Jerry Jones' hand straight up your ass, because Jason Garrett was his puppet. Like,
yeah.
He's like, listen, you're going to do exactly what Jerry Jones says because Jerry Jones pays the bills, Jason. Okay, that's seriously, like whenever the Dallas Cowboys, and this has been the same way since he's owned the team. Whenever the team is in trouble in the fourth quarter, you know it's about to hit the fan when Jerry's on the sidelines. All of a sudden, Jerry will leave the suite and he'll creep closer and closer to the actual players on the sideline. All of a sudden, you see 50 men in Dallas Cowboys jerseys, and then right at the end, you see a guy in a tailored three-piece suit, Jerry Jones down there monitoring the situation, deciding if he's gonna activate himself or not, grab a helmet, put himself in
pretty much.
I'm gonna have to take this game over. Get Romo out of there. I'm gonna play quarterback, man.
Oh goodness, it was. I was like, oh Jerry, if you just let it go a little bit, it would be better. But dude, so I lived in Dallas for a while. Something really cool. Football's really big in Texas. So they had the state tournament over in the dome there. AT&T Center. It wasn't named. I think they just named it AT&T Center.
High school football is huge in Texas.
But they had the tournament there.
Okay.
And his grandson was a quarterback.
Yes,
they won. They won the state championship.
And Tony Romo, wasn't Tony Romo at that game with Jerry and
probably
his
everybody
family?
has to kiss up to him.
I don't
That's
think
how
Tony, well, yeah, but I don't even think Tony was on the team anymore at that point.
I think
Tony had retired, I think.
Tony might have been coaching the grandson too, I think.
I don't know what. I
think something was going on where, like, you have access to the Cowboys. He's obviously pretty good.
If I was his grandson, I'd be like, all right, I have access to the Cowboys right now. And this is coming from a Cowboys fan, so take it with a grain of salt. I'd be like, Tony, now I have access to you. I'm a high school player. I want to pick your brain. So I want to know how you choke away a fourth quarter lead. Can you please enlighten me? Can you let me know?
Oh, man, ain't that the truth? Oh,
can you let me know how you blow these leads in the fourth all the time? I'd like to do that as well.
That was painful. Those years, they hurt. Oh, watching those games, and then
every year
they
it
came,
was like,
they came out with a toy with Tony Romo, and it says big letters, caution, may choke.
May choke small children. Tony Romo is a scratch golfer. Did you know that?
I don't know what that means.
So he has no handicap. He's a 0. So when you play golf or you bowl, you would assess people points to make it fair, like even, because he's so good, he doesn't need any strokes.
Uh-huh.
If you're playing him, you would get strokes because he's good. He plays par golf. He's handsome. He's married to a supermodel. He was an NFL quarterback. Best announcer in football for CBS.
Is he?
Yeah, he just signed. Ryan, he just signed like a 7 or 8 year extension with CBS to commentate on football games. He's famous for he'll see the play lined up, and then he'll tell you what the offense is going to run before the play. He can just tell what they're going to do
really cool.
before they do it. Yeah, he's a really good commentator.
I think I heard a clip, and he was pretty much doing that. Like, well, what they're going to do here is blah blah blah. Then they're going to want to blah blah blah, and it's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was thrown off a little bit, Ryan, though, because one time he was like, all right, Bengals are in a situation. It's fourth quarter. They're up by 6. What I would do in this situation, I think I feel an interception coming. I think they're going to throw a pick. Game's on the line. This is what I would do. I would have thrown a pick. Here it comes. You're going to throw the game away right here.
Is that what happened?
No, I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm just joking because I'm teasing.
I get it now.
He's like, they're about ready to piss this game away.
Yes, that was him.
Yeah, from all my experience, here it comes.
Here it comes. All right, Alex. Well, you got something else?
No, I was just going to say what we were talking about earlier, though. It's like if you're not chasing your goals, in my opinion, you're doing yourself a big disservice and a disjustice. So go ahead and chase your goals and try to make something happen, even if it's just a small goal for the day of like, I'm going to go out and take a 30-minute walk, or I'm going to try to eat healthier today, or I'm going to get part of my house cleaned up. I think it's important that you do those things because if you can accomplish the small things, you can accomplish the big things. So wise piece of advice. That's just something I try to do every day. So
wise words from Alex. I'm kind of on those same lines. Sometimes you can't.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, wise words from Alex. Something along those lines. Sometimes you just can't. Do your passions and goals because they're like, you got to work. So what you do in those situations is any spare time you have, focus on that.
Exactly.
And then eventually you could make it. I mean, I'm not saying you will, but I mean, there's always that chance and it's worth it, way worth it. So I'd go for it. And this has been Wise Words from Alex and Ryan. Having good times here and wise words.
Hey, thank you so much for listening, guys. For all 8 of you, I appreciate all of you. And
we have like 10 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no, seriously, every
really cool.
Yeah, I just like to. I mean, just having a chance to be able to entertain anybody or to be able to make someone's day a little bit easier is great. So,
yeah,
I'm thankful for it.
Yeah, and that's heartfelt. So we appreciate y'all. Tune in Wednesday or Sunday. I don't know which one this is coming out on, but tune in again next time. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. We'll see y'all. Thank you.
See you later, guys.